The Montezuma oropendola, Psarocolius Montezuma, is a New World tropical icterid bird. It is a resident breeder in the Caribbean coastal lowlands from southeastern Mexico to central Panama, but is absent from El Salvador and southern Guatemala. It also occurs on the Pacific slope of Nicaragua and Honduras and northwestern and southwestern Costa Rica. It is among the oropendola species sometimes separated in the genus Gymnostinops. The English and scientific names of this species commemorate the Aztec emperor Moctezuma II. Adult males are mainly chestnut with a blackish head and rump, and a tail which is bright yellow apart from two dark central feathers. There is a bare blue cheek patch and a pink wattle. The iris is brown, and the long bill is black at the base with a red tip. Females are similar, but smaller than males with a smaller wattle. Young birds are duller than adults and have a paler and less demarcated bill. No subspecies are currently recognized. The sexes are very different in size. The male is 50 centimeters, 20 in, long and weighs 520 grams, 18 ounces. The smaller female is 38 centimeters, 15 in, long and weighs 230 grams, 8.1 ounces. In total body mass, the males are 100% bigger than the females, which is a 2-to-1 body-to-mass ratio and makes the Montezuma oropendola one of the most sexually dimorphic birds in the world. Webster et al. Says that the size difference in males and females is probably directly related to differences in foraging habits. The females often forage on thin branches, eating insects out of curled-up leaves, while the males often perch on thick branches and forage in epiphytes and bromeliads, suggesting that Montezuma oropendolas have a female defense mating system. While the females nest, the males fight and fend off one another, and the males were ranked depending on the outcome of each fight. The alpha male eventually pushes out all other males until he is the only one left. When the alpha males leave, the others come back and defend females until he returns. This type of mating system is similar to that of polygynous mammals, not birds. The unforgettable song of the male Montezuma oropendola is given during the bowing display, and consists of a conversational bubbling followed by loud gurgles, tick-tick glick glack glue. Both sexes have loud cack and crrrk calls. In a recent study on male Montezuma oropendolas, researchers found that, when at breeding sites, males often change the lowest peak frequency. When males were singing and their song overlapped, the largest male could outcompete the other males at the colony by changing how loud and how deep his lowest peak frequency was. The Montezuma oropendola is a quite common bird in parts of its range. They are omnivorous and are often seen in small or larger flocks foraging in trees for small vertebrates, large insects, nectar, and fruit, including bananas, Cecropia spikes, Gumbo limbo, Bursera cimaruba, and Trophis racemosa, Moraceae. Outside the breeding season, this species is quite mobile, with some seasonal movements. The Montezuma oropendola inhabits forest canopy, edges and old plantations. It is a colonial breeder and only the females build hanging woven nest of fibers and vines, 60 to 180 centimeters, 24 to 71 in, long, in a tree that is up to 30 meters high. Each colony has a dominant male, which mates with most of the females following an elaborate bowing display. The female lays 2 dark spotted white or buff eggs, and she incubates them without the male until they hatch in 15 days. The young fledge in 30. While the young are still in their nests, they are most often fed spiders and other arthropods, frogs, lizards, and fruits. There are typically about 30 nests in a colony, but up to 172 have been recorded.
La oropéndola de Moctezuma, Psarocolius Montezuma, es una ave icterida tropical del Nuevo Mundo. Es un reproductor residente en las tierras bajas costeras del Caribe desde el sureste de México hasta el centro de Panamá, pero está ausente de El Salvador y el sur de Guatemala. También se encuentra en la vertiente del Pacífico de Nicaragua y Honduras y en el noroeste y suroeste de Costa Rica. Se encuentra entre las especies de oropendola a veces separadas en el género Gymnostinops. Los nombres en inglés y científico de esta especie conmemoran al emperador azteca Moctezuma II. Los machos adultos son principalmente castaños con la cabeza y la rabadilla negruzcas y la cola de color amarillo brillante excepto por dos plumas centrales oscuras. Tiene un parche azul desnudo en la mejilla y una barba rosada. El iris es marrón y el pico largo es negro en la base con una punta roja. Las hembras son similares, pero más pequeñas que los machos con una barba más pequeña. Los pájaros jóvenes son más apagados que los adultos y tienen un pico más pálido y menos demarcado. Actualmente no se reconocen subespecies. Los sexos son muy diferentes en tamaño. El macho mide 50 centímetros, 20 in, de largo y pesa 520 gramos, 18 onzas, la hembra más pequeña mide 38 centímetros, 15 in, de largo y pesa 230 gramos, 8,1 onzas. En cuanto a la masa corporal total, los machos son 100% más grandes que las hembras, lo que representa una relación cuerpo-masa de 2 en 1 y convierte a la oropéndola de Moctezuma en una de las aves con mayor dimorfismo sexual del mundo. Webster et al. Dice que la diferencia de tamaño entre machos y hembras probablemente esté directamente relacionada con las diferencias en los hábitos de alimentación. Las hembras a menudo se alimentan de ramas delgadas y comen insectos de las hojas enrolladas, mientras que los machos a menudo se posan en ramas gruesas y se alimentan de epífitas y bromelias. Lo que sugiere que las oropéndolas de Montezuma tienen un sistema de apareamiento de defensa femenina. Mientras las hembras anidan, los machos luchan y se defienden entre sí. Y los machos se clasifican según el resultado de cada pelea. El macho alfa finalmente expulsa a todos los demás machos hasta que es el único que queda. Cuando los machos alfa se van, los demás regresan y defienden a las hembras hasta que él regrese. Este tipo de sistema de apareamiento es similar al de los mamíferos polígamos, no a las aves. El canto, inolvidable, de la oropéndola Moctezuma macho